Hello and welcome to FIIOB Podcast. Tonight we will cover the make or break week of La Liga. Tonight we see Atletico Madrid going to the Catalan mountains and facing FC Barcelona. From the Blaugrana side, I have with me Yudhajit and Sayan, and from the Colchonero side, I have Souvik and Ruben. Thank you so much for joining, guys. And before I start off with the podcast, please subscribe to our channel and also follow the FIIOB TV where you can follow the live match updates. Okay, my first question will be to Shovik. At one point,
Mm-hmm.
at one point in around December, you guys had 11 points lead with one game in hand,
Yes,
and now there are no games in hand. We are all level, and you guys have just 2 points in lead. What is the
right.
exact reason behind it? I do.
Um, so, Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I know that there is not one reason particularly, but if you will just point me in the correct direction, like what happened after that?
I think one of the reasons was that our squad started getting depleted. Like Trippier had his FA, that ban from the FA, so we lost our right back, and then Llorente had to fill in right back, so we lost a good attacking option. Then we got very regular bouts of COVID in the team. Lemar got COVID, Jimenez got COVID, so our squad got depleted and tired at one point. So I think for Jan and Feb, you can probably say that Suarez and Llorente kept us in matches. Like they were able to equalize or um, tie up, cover up matches that were like almost we were going to lose. So Jan and Feb, and then I guess uh, some bad tactics from the manager also you can probably associate, but I think those are the main reasons why our form has dipped so bad. Like a couple of matches we should have pocketed, we probably let go. So that's why we dropped so many points in these last couple of months.
Ruben, do you agree with Shopik or you have something else to add?
No, I completely agree with him. It has been a mixture of couple of factors because also the international break. Because of that, we lost Suarez as well as Lucas Torreira, and also the COVID also took Hector. So Trippier's suspension was by and large the biggest setback our team could suffer because he and Llorente had the best connection, on the team, and the most goals were coming from that side only. So that was the biggest setback.
Okay, now we have seen one team bottling a huge lead, and now we'll go to the other team, which somehow made a giant comeback from close to 10th position to currently third and pretty much fighting for the title if they win this game. Yudhajit, what exactly inspired this comeback? Was it Messi? Was it the manager? Who was it exactly?
I'm okay. So I believe a number of factors contributed to it. Of course, Messi is a huge factor. When Messi plays well, the team plays well. Of course, we have seen this for so many years. And after 2012, I think after the Eibar match, the team actually turned a completely new page. Messi just hit a, I don't know what happened to him. He hit a like amazing run of form. He's like I think 50 games and goals and assists the entire season. So Messi had a huge role in it, and as well as Koeman's tactics. So when Koeman started, we were going through a kind of trial and error phase. But since we switched to back three, the last time we played a back four was against PSG the first leg, and we got battered 4-1. But since then, we have played mostly back three, and we have lost only two matches with that, playing that in the only two matches in the league. So I believe it's a combination of both Messi's form as well as Koeman's tactic, and as of course when the team is playing well in a good run of form, all the other players are of course start getting more confident, and so yeah, just both of the factors contributed to the team's current run of form.
Shalanda, you have anything more to add?
Yes, I would like to add, I mainly emphasize on the system that Koman has updated after his poor run of form. in the first beginning of the season, when we are not even in the discussion to top 6. And from that time to this level is huge. It has been unimaginable, because I have never thought that Barcelona would fight back in this level. And of course, what could be better way with Messi, because he has really energized us, and with the help he has got from Pedri and the new arrival Test, who has been playing well. I guess if you don't remember that Sergio Roberto got injured and we don't have any replacement for Test. Ronald Koeman tried Oscar there, but he did his part well. But a natural right back is always going to produce you the desired output, and Test live up to that expectations. So all the players actually played their part, and that is the rewards we are now getting. But it has slightly taken a toll after the international break. The momentum it was going, but suddenly it was all broken, and the frustrating loss against Canada, the less I say about it, the better. So yeah, that's the situation.
Okay, we have heard a lot about coaches and their tactics. Talking about tactics, Simeone doesn't have a very good record in Camp Nou. 7 losses and 2 draws in his last 9 games there. Souvik, do you think there is a slight chance he might be able to change it this time?
So I'm pretty optimistic about the draw at Camp Nou, primarily because we were able to get the monkey off our back with the first leg. We were able to defeat Barcelona for the first time, I think, in the first reverse fixture at home. So I'm pretty positive about the expectations we have on Simeone and his tactics. So probably he'll be able to get the other monkey, that is winning at Camp Nou, off his back as well. So pretty optimistic about that.
Ruben, you have the same views as him?
Yes, I'm optimistic because Granada, we know what about Granada. They also had not won at the Camp Nou, so we can do it.
Okay. Personally, as a Real Madrid fan, I would hope you don't do it, but go for it, man. Go for it. But okay.
I mean, to be honest, if we win the match at Camp Nou, Real Madrid will have advantage. So of course, Real Madrid fans would want us to win on the match to end in a draw, but catch-22 situation right now.
Yeah, like personally, I wouldn't want any of the teams to win. But the way both the teams are playing, I'm sure there will be a clear winner because none of the teams are going for a draw. Okay, so we have one coach who has been very bad against the opposition team, and we have one coach who will be absent for this fixture. Sayonda, do you think Koman's absence will affect the team badly?
I don't think it will play a big part, because Koman has not been that vocal enough from the sidelines. Like, he's always silent, he's cheering up, but not that much, a figure that leads outside of the pitch. He's not that kind of player. He's not kind of coach. He's always believes in his theory, like he just go away to the tactics. If not getting well, he would shift in the halftime. He would let Messi to lead his team, and that's it. But yeah, he present or not, but Koman has to win this game, not because of still going in the title, but for proving himself as a coach to be Barcelona to win a big game this season.
Yes,
he has not
won
a single big game this season.
Yes,
so
he has not won a single game, big one.
No, we did win against Sevilla though in the league and in the cup.
I mean,
I'll consider Sevilla to be a pretty big team, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can consider that, of course. We have their fans watching this, so I wouldn't want to anger them. Okay, talking about.
I mean, I would have said Juventus, but current Juventus is well.
I mean, Playing against Juventus doesn't give you points, man. Ronaldo doesn't play in La Liga anymore. I know you are still hyping for that, but Ronaldo doesn't play in La Liga.
No,
And
it's not about Ronaldo. It's about Pirlo mostly. Anyway.
and I just heard Sayan talking about vocal leaders. A season and a half back, there was Ernesto Valverde. He wasn't a very vocal coach. He literally sat in the sidelines, saw how the team is going, and he nearly gave you an invincible season.
Bending on his knees. Just mention that
Yes,
match is over before even
No,
started.
exactly my point.
Valverde was really good in his first season. I would really give him that. The Roma match was okay, a bad one. It happens sometimes, but he was really really good in his first season. But from his second season, he changed his format, and he didn't get proper players. He didn't want reinforcement. He was mostly yes man to the board, and it was mostly Messi and Inshallah. So whatever Messi does, it
Exactly,
dependent on
same.
Messi. So yeah. He used to sleep on the bench sometimes.
I
Remember
mean,
the Inter match playing our
Yudhajit,
B
yeah,
team?
exactly. I was
Yudhajit,
gonna.
can you believe it? We were just 3 games away from winning a triple with the midfield consist of
Yes.
Rakitic, Vidal.
I mean, it still hurts. It still hurts to be honest. Yes. Just had to score one more goal at Anfield, and that was it. That's it.
Okay, I am not talking about UCL here, considering my team just lost yesterday. I am
I'm
pretty sad
talking
about it.
about the entire scenario of the season, man. The 18-19 season was a great disappointment.
We won 5-1 against Madrid. We started from there and started
Exactly.
believing that we can win it.
Exactly.
And then one match led to our entire season from a treble season to a terrible season.
But you guys still won the league, so that's good.
Yeah,
too.
we did.
So
Yeah.
winning nothing and winning something, it's still better. Like we won nothing,
But it
we are still
doesn't.
happy.
It does not work here. It not work that way at Barcelona, right? At Barcelona, you need to win it. We need everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the
ev-
mentality
every
we have.
supporter, every team supporter says that you need to win everything, of course. Okay,
No, Arsenal fans don't, to be honest.
well, Arsenal. Okay, well, I'm not even talking about it. But well, we have Atletico fans too. We don't have to talk about
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, guys, boys from Atletico, I have one question. Ruben, I will go to you first. You have bought Felix last season for a huge amount. You have got Suarez. You have brought uh, Karen Trippier. You have got Marcos Llorente and Hermoso. You have gotten many reinforcements, and you have a very good team currently.
Yeah.
It's somehow if Simeone fails to bring the league this season, do you think the board is gonna put him out and get someone else, or do you see him continuing the coming season as well?
Simeone is going to continue. Whatever happens, Simeone is going to be here for 2 or 3 more years, and he has the UCL business to finish. And let's see. Let's hope for the best. But as you said, the reinforcements these have actually helped him to build a team so that we can challenge for a title. No matter how many points we might have bottled, but we are still on top of the league. So just
Exactly.
staying optimistic.
See, 2 points is still a big lead. I remember Barcelona had 3 points ahead of us last season, and they bottled that too. So 2 points is not a 2 points is very valuable currently.
I
So
would like to take you guys a bit in the past when in the 15-16 season when we have 11 points lead. If you guys remember, 11 points
Yes.
lead, and all started going in downhill at the very game we lost again Real Madrid. That game,
Yes. We
Ronaldo
won the
scored.
league by only one match, one score.
1 point.
One game, one
1
single
point.
game.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
We
here.
lost. Yeah.
Exactly this about this season. Like I was on a trip. Like it was probably Shimla or somewhere. So I don't even know the current standings, everything. I am away for 2 weeks. I am totally cut off from social media. When I am returning, I get a network and I turn on the internet and I see we have like 3 points gap from top place, and I became mad. Like, how is this possible? How is the 11 points gone down to 3? And I am seeing this season, and I know how it happens exactly. So
You should have stayed in Shimla actually.
well, the place is actually good. The place is actually very good. I went there 2 times. It's marvelous. But talking about marvelous, so is the partnership between Messi and Griezmann. How good has this partnership been this season? Yudhajit, please.
Well, I mean, at this beginning of the season, it was not going well for Griezmann again. It went like continuing from last season, he was in a kind of off form. And we had all the speculation regarding Griezmann's uncle, who was his ex-agent or something, who said Messi hates Griezmann. And then Griezmann came out in the media and said, I don't have a relation with that uncle. I don't know why he's saying that. So we thought that Griezmann might go down as another flop, big money flop, like Hazard. But I mean, 2021 has seen Griezmann come back to form again. I mean, I remember 2020 he was missing penalties for Barca as well as for France, which is very rare for him. I think he missed 2 penalties in 2 matches for France. But if we look at 2021, he has turned on a completely new page. He has been really on fire. I mean, I think he has 31 goals and assists in this season, and his highest for Atletico, I think it is 49. I don't remember the exact number. It is 40, 44. Yeah, so he's been doing really good, doing really good. And of course, I mean, we do miss. So I mean, not Suarez or any proper number 9 at times, because Griezmann is not a number 9. But we have seen that his finishing has improved a lot, really a lot. We have seen that in the Copa del Rey final and the match against Valencia, he scored from the rebound. And comparing that with the match against, I think it was against Dynamo Kiev, where he missed a complete open goal. He missed a complete open goal. So compared to that, he has been really good. And the partnership with Messi, I know we lost the match against Granada, but the turn he did just outside the penalty box and passed the ball to Messi, it was amazing. It was just out of the world. It was just telepathic communication. So yeah, it's really good to see the connection between them, and I believe that if anything's happened, they are the ones who can go it happen, because they are the top front two on the pitch in 3-5-2 formation. So everything depends on them. Yes.
Okay, so we have talked about one marvelous duo. Let's go to the other one, Suarez and Marcos Llorente. Souvik, please, how good they have been.
Yeah. I don't have any words for Llorente's performance this season has been out of this world. Not just this season, I guess you can say from the night at Anfield, he hasn't put a wrong step. He has outperformed his statistics by a great margin. On the other hand, Suarez, of course, he has brought an attitude to our team that was missing for a very long time. He had that doggedness, you can say, and like even if he's not performing in terms of like goals, he's always occupying the D box and distracting defenders and some shithousery here and there. So, and although he's not the same player he was at Liverpool, at Barcelona in terms of speed, he still has a very good finishing ability still. Um, so yes, he has a very good finishing ability. So he has obviously pulled us out of a few sticky situations against, I think, Alaves. Then he's good at getting penalties as well. So he's helped a lot in those regards. The only thing is, if he was a little faster, I guess, or obviously we can't turn back the clock. But yeah, both of them have been the reason why we are competing at such a like until this match day, we are still on the top of the table. It's probably just because of these two players.
Okay, Suarez was never fast. Like, I have heard complaints from Barcelona fans. He was only fast like in his Liverpool days when he was pretty young, but since he started for Barcelona, like last few seasons, he was never fast. He was pretty much abused because he was the slowest on the pitch.
Yeah, he was slow. I mean, yeah, I mean, age caught up with him. He was really slow. But his build-up play is also deteriorating, which you really need to be a Barcelona forward. Uh, I guess it was good for both the team. Let's see what happens. I don't want to lose to Atletico because of the Suarez, and I think it will be a thing for both of the parties. Barca won't want to lose because of the ego, and Suarez would want to win because he wants to prove himself. So yeah, interesting thing coming up.
I am sure Atletico fans won't want Griezmann to score as well, and he's been in a pretty
Yes,
good form. Shayanda,
yes, and
I have heard, yeah, I have seen your posts. You are a very big fan of Puig and Pedri. How good have they been this season? I know Puig hasn't been having lot of chances, but still,
So yeah, Pedri, if I be honest with Pedri, I have seen him since the day we have signed. Then he was loaned back to Las Palmas, and I have followed him since that time. But when he came back to the Barcelona this summer, honestly, I never thought he would cemented his place in the first team. And I was really surprised how he has improved since then. Because in his first couple of matches, he was good. Then in the big games, in the earlier ACL games, he's really shown up. He was not performing up to that promising level. But since the Juventus game, the run he has made till the international break, which I think after that his form has slightly dipped because for the rigorous playing he has been done, and Koman has putting a pressure on this 18-year kid. In the benefit factor, I would say ki in that meantime, he has improved, solidified a relationship with Messi, a player that can actually understand with his passes how he can take place in a better way to make a better fluid build up, and he can pick Messi in those intelligent runs. He has been great, but he has still an area of improvement, which is the goal threat in his shooting purpose. The last day we have seen against किसके साथ मैच था वो last game
Valencia.
Valencia. We got a chance in 3rd minute. It was a fluid build up, and Pedri missed from the box.
Yeah,
and I pretty much
his shooting is really inaccurate.
It need to be worked, and I pretty much sure if Ajax was in his place, Moriba is on his place, he would have scored that, and that's why.
Or even Frankie De Jong, to be honest.
Or even Frankie, yes. So yeah, there is a room for improvement. He is doing great. He has the knowledge. He has the Barca DNA, and I think if he keep improving this way, he is going to mark an era with us. That's it. And about Puig, I think Koman has some agendas, and I don't know why, because I have never seen any bad attitude from Puig, any sort of reaction that he's frustrated for not getting enough of his chances, which is deserved, because whenever we have seen Puig coming in for the 5 or 3 minutes, he made an impact. So I don't know what is the issues going on between Ronald Koeman, but he has to drop that and should look on the brighter side, because he is a jewel and we should count Puig if we want to go to the next level, because Ajax is good. Ajax is something different, who offers something different to the team comparing to Pedri and Puig. He offers physicality, he offers intensity, he will run for the any side of the ground, he will run for you. But about structuring the play, about the fluidity purpose, I think Pedri and Puig should alter his place in order to maximize our both of the chances.
okay, we have talked a lot about the midfield of Barcelona. Now we will go to what Atletico Madrid is famously known for, their defense. Souvik, I want to ask you about Souvik.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen him play since I started watching football. Literally, he has been a
Mm-hmm.
very integral part of your defense. And since
Right.
after Diego Godin left, he has literally been the pillar, as
Right.
Jimenez is pretty much injury prone. How how do you feel seeing him after so many years, still performing at the top level?
Um, well, Savage has probably filled in the big boots of Diego Godin pretty well. He's provided that leadership from the back that we require. So he's able to guide the play from the back, and he's able to make critical stops in front of Oblak. So I think one of the main reasons why we have so many clean sheets is because the maturity of Savage. He's able to snuff out the chances before Oblak even needs to make a call or something like that. Um, he's able he was also able to help out the youngsters like Hermoso and new players like Trippier. He's able to relieve the pressure on them and help them perform more in a forward role compared to like sitting back and defending. So Savage has played a huge role. He's been able, and also he provides a good presence in the air from dead ball situations. So yeah, I think he's probably the second captain or the third captain on the pitch apart from Koke and Oblak. So huge role to play for us.
So we have Atletico Madrid on one side, who have conceded the least goals in the league, and we have Barcelona on the other side, who have scored the most goals in the league. So
Also
Ruben, I
conceded
want.
most.
Okay, I'm not going about that, but Ruben, how do you feel about this matchup?
Well, it would be a match to live up to its name, I guess, because it's going to be the attack versus the defense. Let's see, because the same team would be fielded by Atletico the last time they played at home against Barcelona. You would be having Savage, Jimenez, and Hermoso at the back. So let's see what happens, but it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a testing match for this defense also.
Yudhajit, I will go to you. Barcelona has had a pretty shaky defense. And on the other side, you have Suarez, Marcos Llorente, Correa, and then Joao Felix. Forgive me if I'm missing someone's name from the Atletico attack. But you have all these guys. How well do you think they will Barcelona's defense can cope?
I mean, since we've shifted to the back three, we have actually been comparatively more solid in the defense than we used to be before. And we have Mingueza, who is doing really well, and he's been good at the ball. He's very pacey as well. But the problem with the defense is the defensive structure has been well. The problem has been that there have been some serious brain fart moments at times, especially PK sometimes get caught out of position because, well, he has lost his pace, to be honest. He was never a pacey defender, but he has lost whatever pace he had. I'm thinking, but the problem comes from mostly from Longley, because some days he will be really good, but other days he has no idea of positioning. He would not know what to do with his hands while in the box. That's the most problematic thing have been. He doesn't know how to tackle in the box sometimes. And when you have someone like Suarez, and he has been a legend, he has played us for so many years, and we know that Suarez can go down in the box with slightest of touches. Like, you might brush your hands on his neck and he'll go down clutching his neck as if someone has decapitated him. And we know how the quality of VAR is in La Liga, and they just, I mean, the offside calls, and they denied a clear penalty to Real Madrid in the derby, I remember. So we know how the quality of VAR had been. So that might be really problematic in case of containing a player like Suarez. Llorente is again very dangerous. He's like Frankie De Jong, but I mean, advanced version or matured version, especially this runs in the box and all. Correa, we might be able to contain him, but Carrasco last match was amazing. he scored the goal as well through Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, the nutmeg. And to be honest, I've been pretty disappointed with Ter Stegen this season. He has been really good for the last couple of seasons, but I think all those matches in the Champions League and the last year, what happened, I think it has taken a kind of toll on him. He has not been as good as he used to be. He's still one of the best goalkeepers, but not as good as he used to be. So it's a kind of thing to give very tense situation at this moment. So yeah, I hope for the best. I hope Longley doesn't start. It's mostly Mingueza, Araujo, and PK. Let's see what happens.
And
To be statistical, Yudhajit, Ter Stegen has conceded 9 goals from the last 14 shots he has faced. So this is a serious concern.
And he concedes a lot of goals from the near post. That near post has been a really problematic thing for him. And his coming out of the line has been really off for the last couple of seasons.
Yes, his distribution has been so good, but the shot stopping and the gripping part.
Yeah, his distribution has always been good, but coming out of the line,
But that's why Courtois take a step ahead of him. I think so, because
he has regressed a bit.
well,
And we're coming up against Oblak, who doesn't let any goals. I mean, last time I've seen Oblak playing a bad match or kind of average match was against Athletic Club, where he conceded 2 goals and could have saved the goal from the corner. But Oblak doesn't let in any goals. I mean, even for Messi can take thousands of shots from anywhere on the box and he saves everything. So yeah, it's really difficult when you come up against a goalkeeper like him.
at least one thing I won't hear from Atletico fans is them complaining about their goalkeeper. Jan Oblak has been phenomenal for the last
it's a blessing for Atletico. Yes.
at least 5-6 seasons minimum, and he was
the only issue we had was with penalties, but we know what Oblak's form with penalties has been recently. So so this is going to be,
and with his he has been like categorized as one of the classical keepers, not a sweeper keeper like the modern keepers, but I think he has also improved that in this season. Distribution, coming off the line, he doesn't need to most of the times, but even that he has improved a lot. So he's like a complete package now, a complete keeper that you would need for a team.
Yes, the change in formation has helped him be that, and his distribution has also been way better than the previous seasons.
Yeah, the only reason he doesn't get hyped much because he plays for Atletico and he's from Slovenia. If he was from Germany or let's say Spain, he would have been hyped till the moon.
True.
Yeah, only to get hyped, you have to just switch clubs and go to Barcelona, just like Griezmann did, and you have the best goalkeeper in the world now.
Or you can go to Premier League clubs and he's the best in the world.
Yeah, yes. On topic of Premier League,
Griezmann was a superstar.
Griezmann was always a very good player. He gave us many frightening moments, though not too many, considering he missed as many chances. But he was a very good
he missed a penalty in the Champions League final.
Exactly.
Atletico could have won that.
He also missed a open chance in 2016, except the penalty. So
he did.
He was pretty much my favorite that night, the way he was missing. And topic of Premier League, Chelsea has been circling on Jan Oblak. I don't think they will buy him, considering Mendy has been performing very good and is on the verge of winning the FA Cup and UCL. So I think Jan Oblak is staying for at least a couple more seasons, if not more. Okay, we have talked a lot and it's time for our predicted lineups. Yudhajit, I will go to you first. How do you see Barcelona lining up?
I'd go initially to Ter Stegen, of course, and before him the 3 defenders. I believe has to be PK, PK, Araujo, and Mingueza. I mean, and the wingbacks would of course be Alba and Dest.
You want Longley. Your subconscious is wanting him because you want to lose the game.
No, I mean, you have seen. No, but I have seen Longley play more than Araujo at this point, this season. So, yeah. And wingbacks will, of course, be Dest and Alba. I hope it's Dest and not Roberto. Roberto dropped a disaster class against Granada, mostly on the wings. And the midfield will be, of course, Busquets, Frankie, and Pedri, and up top it will be Griezmann and Messi. That's like fixed. That's completely fixed. The only point is if it's whether it's either Araujo or Longley.
Shayanda, do you have any changes or are we going with the same lineup?
I have slight changes. Like
Please.
I have a great dilemma between Oscar and Araujo because both contributes in the team in a different way. Araujo is like a defense solidification and a clutch from set pieces, which Barca has not been good enough for many, many years. Araujo has been a clutch in that point, in set pieces. So he can create danger from set pieces, and we need from those moments in this high voltage game where the game could be sealed in the slightest margin. So if we go with Araujo, we have that advantage of being benefited from set pieces. But if we go with Oscar, we'll have the build up from the back because he has been very good. He has been good in picking Griezmann intelligent runs. The one he has picked against what was that game?
Villarreal.
Against
Villarreal.
Villarreal, yes. How he break two lines with a supreme pass and equally a supreme finish. So I think the dilemma would be between Oscar and Araujo, not with Longley and Araujo because Longley is going to play. Sorry, Yudhajit, but he is going to play.
I mean, I'm fine with it. If I am fine with any defender except Umtiti. So,
Yeah, Umtiti is of a different breed.
Yes, definitely. But I think in this game, Roman should lose because of clutchness from the set pieces, and rest are all fine because I don't see any significant changes in the midfield and obviously not in the forward.
And Ruben, what is your preferred lineup?
Uh, the best keeper in the world, Oblak, with Savage, Hermoso, and Jimenez as the centre backs. For the full backs, it would be Trippier and Yannick Carrasco, obviously. And the forwards would be most probably Suarez and Correa. Koke will play, Llorente will play, but the only issue that I'm confused with is whether Saul will start or not. Whether Saul might start or not, or Simeone might go with Kong.
Kong Dog, yeah.
Yeah, or it can
Even
be
I was
also
thinking.
Lucas. It can be also Lucas Torreira if he's been assigned to mark Messi. So just that midfield spot is doubtful for me.
Well, last time someone decided to mark Messi in a high voltage game. We all remember what happened to Kovacic. Souvik, do you agree with Ruben about the lineup?
Yeah, more or less. So in the mid, he said Koke, Kong, and Torreira. I think
Llorente,
yeah, I think that would. And
Koke,
Llorente, right?
Llorente, and the third spot.
Right. The third spot, even I was kind of thinking of who the third spot would be occupied by. It could also be Lemar if we need an attacking option. But I think that third spot is kind of up for grabs. It's something we'll need to figure out on the when the lineups come out. Might be a surprise on that day.
Well, as long as it's not someone who will lose you the game, I'm happy with it. And please don't let anyone go on just for the cause of marking Messi, because somehow Messi gets fired up for that reason. Shayanda, I have one question for you. Who do you think will be the X factor of this game from your team or the opposition team?
Things like this actually wins you titles, wins you what say the hard work we have been putting for the last 4 and 5 months to be in this place. I think all the players should do their best, and I think they will go with the best. The X factor obviously will look on the Messi, but I think De Jong could play a significant part. Because De Jong has to play a good big game. I'm not saying he has not played well because he has been enormous this season, but he has not been at that level in those big games. So in Atletico game, I personally want De Jong to be fired, and I'll be glad if Griezmann scored because
Of course. Yudhajit?
and that's it. De Jong needs to
I
perform.
mean, he mostly talked about everything. I was going to talk about De Jong because Messi is so obvious. I mean, of course, he's Messi.
Yeah,
De Jong, of
Messi is
course.
not
I
an
mean, whenever
X factor anymore. Messi is not an X factor anymore.
yeah, I mean,
You know he's performing. You know he's performing.
yeah, I mean, it's so obvious to talk about Messi. I mean, of course, but yes, Frankie De Jong, and whenever he has played well, the team has played well. So of course, him and Busquets. I mean, Busquets and Alba, I believe, get underappreciated a lot of times because of the past 2 seasons. But Busquets this season, due to the back threes, he doesn't have as much defensive duties. So his creativity, his passing range has been amazing. I mean, the passes he gives to Messi sometimes, they have been amazing. And of course, Alba is one of the best fullbacks in Europe at this moment. And I believe the only left back who can compete with him is Luke Shaw. So he has been on fire this year, especially in 2021. So I believe these two players will also be very important. Of course, Griezmann again, he'll be really important as well. So yeah, I believe these two players along with Griezmann, Messi, and Frankie De Jong.
Souvik, who do you think will be the X factor?
Yeah, for my team, I kind of have a feeling Suarez would be extra charged up because he would be like really willing to prove a point against his former employers. It would be pretty wishful hoping that he'll like put in a very like good performance and probably propel us over the finish line. Apart from Suarez, I think Llorente might be the X factor, as he has always been this whole season. Any surprise X factor? I'm not sure. Uh, Maybe Felix might play a role. He hasn't been too well. He has suffered an ankle injury over the international break, but I think he's better now. So hopefully Felix will always also play a good role in this match.
So you have Suarez, you have Llorente, and you have Felix. Ruben, do you agree with these three?
Yeah, the X factor term only sounds synonymous with Llorente. I'm only going to put that from Barcelona's side. It can be Dest. It would be a good matchup with him and Carrasco. The one who will win is going to decide the match for me, I guess.
Well, if Llorente scores, he can get another dog and name him Nou Camp. It's not a big problem. But okay, as much as all the laughs. Now, this is a hypothetical situation. I'm sure this won't be happening. But Yudhajit, my question is, let's say Barcelona doesn't win the league this season. You have the Copa del Rey already. What do you see the next season is? Like, is this a good season ending? Do you see new players coming in? Do you see some reinforcements? What exactly do you have plans for?
Okay, to be honest, when the season started, we really didn't expect to win anything. We started the league well, 4-0 win with Villarreal and then 2-0 win against Celta. But after that, our form really went down and we drew against Alaves. We lost to Getafe, lost to Real Madrid. It was really, really bad at that point of time. But and even in Copa del Rey, it has been really difficult. We went down 2-0 to Granada and then the last 5 minutes and then we won the match in extra time. Same for Sevilla. The last minute goal in the last kick of the match. So what we have seen this season had been really promising. And people might troll for the PSG match, the second leg that we have been talking about how dominant we are against PSG, and the people saying PSG let us dominate them. But we actually did play really, really well. We couldn't convert the chances, yes, but I believe we actually played really well in the first half of the second leg. So there's a lot of positives to take from the season. And of course, next season, in reinforcements will come in. Laporta has already renegotiated the debt that we had, the short-term debt, and made it to a long-term debt. So debt has come down to really manageable amount right now. So I think we are going for Aguero this time because he's running out of contract and he's a very quick term fix. And Haaland, no, we can't take it because he's too expensive. Plus agent fees, his father fees, his family fees, mother fees, and all those stuff. So we can't do that. But Harry Kane, he would be expensive because he's an English player and he's a really, really good player. So I believe we'll get reinforcement. We're getting Eric Garcia in summer, almost there. We might get a forward. We might sell Umtiti and get another midfielder. If we can sell Coutinho, that'd be really good. Coutinho and Pjanic. So I believe there would be reinforcement. And if we don't win the La Liga this season, it would hurt because it comes so close. But it won't be disappointing. But if we don't win it next season, and after getting the reinforcements that we might get, it might be a disappointment next season. This season, we're happy with what we have got till now.
Sayan, do you have any more to add with what Yudhajit said?
Basically, for me, it's like I don't like losing. Honestly, as a Barca fan, how I've been raised, all we have been raised with the golden generation, seeing them dominating games after games, years after years. So I don't like losing, and I don't like to be lose after coming to be this close. Honestly, if we didn't come this close, things wouldn't matter that much to me. But when we have competed that much, I think the players should go all out to seal this one. And that's why it was a great disappointment for me when we lost against Granada, because we have that opportunity, one game in hand, and still we blew the opportunity. But it's not in our hand entirely anymore. But we will go with everything. And I have been happy, and it will be a memorable season for me because this season is full of comebacks, which Barcelona is not even known for. The mentality has been shown, and it has been changed from what we have seen in the past years. And I'm happy for this particular improvement of the team. Ronald Koeman has really took this team under his control. Players are enjoying, players are having fun. After Joan Laporta elected, the moment is back. We finally getting the Barca feeling. So I would be happy if we don't win. I wouldn't say I would be very much satisfied, but I would be happy for all those momentum we have got from this season, all the comebacks. But we should go for La Liga, man. There is no two ways.
And for next reinforcements in the next season, do you see any names outside Eric Garcia?
Eric Garcia is coming. He is inevitable.
It's confirmed
because everything is sorted out between only the salary part is left to negotiate. And the number 9 is must, because Koeman has desired for it. He has asked many times, but because of the poor financial condition, we didn't able to feed him with the better troops. But I think Koeman deserves what he wants in order to better the team. And about the possible option we have available in the market, obviously Haaland is not possible because his release clause will be 75 million by 2022. Now there are so many things that are related to him, all the things Yudhajit mentioned, and we definitely don't want to match all those things, and we are honestly not in a position to do that because we have some other things to carry out. First, we need to refinance the debt, and then we can look for all those big investments. So the possible option I have seen, there's Aguero, because only part is the salary, because you need to accept a significant pay cut as well. But the Messi factor should play a part there. But yeah, no option either rather than Aguero.
We might get Emerson though. Emerson from Betis. We are already on a shared basis, so we might get him this next season 5 million only. And he has been really good in La Liga this time.
Have to pay 6 million or 9 million.
Yeah, he has been on a shared thing, so yeah.
So if Emerson comes, then there will be a question why Roberto will play and what will be his role. Because I don't think Roberto going to be sold in the summer. I don't know what sort of privilege. Yes. From the
I mean, he's a fourth captain.
Roberto needs to be sold. I don't think what he has done to be deserved as a fourth captain. Yes, he has been has been influential in many seasons, like in 16-17 under Luis Enrique, where he enabled his capabilities, trying out in right back, left back. He was all over. But after the PSG, those PSG moment is actual highlight of his career.
Yeah, I mean,
I think so.
he's a personification of Jack of all trades, master of none.
Correctly said, Yudhajit.
Okay, we moving on to the Atletico boys. Now, same hypothetical question that if you guys don't win the league, it will be a big heartbreak, coming so close and yet still not being able to catch it. How do you see yourselves preparing for next season? Do you see new players coming in for some positions? Souvik, first to you.
Yeah, it would be a big heartbreak, obviously. Leading the table for such a long time, and then if for some whatever reason we are not able to win the league, then we'll probably be the biggest bottlers in Europe after maybe AC Milan. Second would probably be AC Milan. So um, um, for replacements, I think we have a pretty a good number of players whom we've loaned out. For example, we have Manu Sanchez at Osasuna. We have a couple of other youth players. So I think we have a good supply of youth players as well. And Sayan was talking about Aguero. I've also heard of rumors of Aguero coming over back to his old home. So there is also one thing there. But personally, I wouldn't want that to happen. Not because Aguero is uh, I don't want Atletico to become an image for like old players. One last pit stop before they go off to MLS or something like that. I would prefer having some fresh talent, and I think it would be better if we got that from our reserves or from the players that we've loaned out all across Spain. So, mm, yeah, about new talent, I think we've signed, I forgot his name, we've signed a good Brazilian uh, prospect. Ruben, if you remember the name, I think. Uh,
I have also like blanked out. I'll have to check actually.
ha ha ha.
Well, talking about
Yeah,
Brazilian prospects, only 1 out of 3 pan out, man. Don't hold your hopes high.
Vinicius fan.
Well, Vinicius did score a big goal in El Clasico. Yudhajit, calm down.
I mean, even Hefren Suarez scored a goal in El Clasico. Come on. Coutinho scored a goal in El Clasico.
No, I mean, Coutinho is a big player. You guys played 100 and something for him. So,
150 million, yes.
yes, we can get 3 Vinicius for that amount. So, still, well, Vinicius are 3 random Brazilian kids. What's the difference? Ruben, do you have anything more to add?
Yeah, it would be a big heartbreak actually to dominate the league at some stage. And we were actually playing a different brand of football. Atletico has never been known for playing attacking football like that and dominating on the defensive aspect as well. It will hurt, it will hurt. And this hurting has never been a new concept to us. We know that, but yes, just partido a partido, just focusing on the match this weekend. And as for the new signings, it is actually Marcos Polos. Souvik was talking about Marcos Polo from Fluminense. So yes, we'll be signing some new people, but at the same time, Suarez might stay for one another season. But at the same time, we have to be sure about who's going to be the other striker, the backup striker. Might be Morata returns or we sell him to Juventus and might be Dembele stays. We don't know about that, but Lucas Torreira is wishing to move towards his native home. So we'll have to find a holding midfielder back also. Any updates on Dani Ceballos? We might like to sign him also.
I mean, you guys are always getting our leftovers, so why not him? But I don't think Ceballos will like a move towards the other part of the capital because he
Last
No,
time,
Ceballos, I think he wants to go to Betis right now, but Betis doesn't want him. So
see no one wants him, but I hope he says that because anyone is better than Isco.
Yeah.
So,
let's sell Isco to Atleti in Spain.
I mean, yeah, we can always sell him to Athletic. Give us 20 millions and he's always yours. So, like before we end, I would go to Shayonda. What's your predicted result? I know it's a must win and everything, but still, what will be your predicted result?
Difficult condition you have put me in, man. The result, I'm not good at prediction at all. Okay, I've never taken part on those in prediction trade. But if I go with my intuitions and with all the optimism, 2-1. 2-1 in favor of Barcelona.
Yudhajit?
I won't predict anything because every time I predicted on this channel, Barca have lost. So no predictions from me.
Well, see,
You better this way, man.
it's a mentality W for you. If you guys lose, Atletico gets, see, they stay 2 points clear and they eventually win the league. It's a bigger loss to us.
Yeah.
So you know, even in losing, you are the winner. So you are not predicting. You are not predicting, but
not predicting.
Okay, Ruben, you guys want a win, of course.
Yes, we do want a win, but we are El Pupas. We are the jinxed ones. I'm not going to predict the score, but I'm going for an Oblak clean sheet. Now make what you want to make of that.
Well, as long as we get a taste taken clean sheet as well, with that, I'm happy. Souvik?
now that Ruben mentioned the El Pupas, I don't know. Okay, just for the sake of two results from opposite teams, I'll probably put it either 0-0 or either 1-0 or 1-1 is what I'm going for. 1-0 Atletico or 1-1. So I think it's going to be a very cagey affair from both sides. So I think we'll have to fasten our seatbelts for 90 minutes on Saturday.
Well, personally, I wouldn't want a goalless draw or at least a draw so that we can just go over both of the teams. But I feel like somehow Messi will edge past and it's a 2-0 for Barcelona. I just feel like this. I don't know. But it was very good, nice chatting to you.
It would be amazing if all the four teams draw in the same game week and it's back to square one. And that's what's been happening for the last few weeks. No one wants to go on top.
Exactly.
Well,
everyone has been bottling chances to go on top. So
yeah, I mean, the Granada ones hurts a lot, man.
Well, now that we don't have Champions League anymore, we can give more focus to the league here. I just hope, man, we have 4 games left and all 4 are on the top 10. So it's a bit hard. I just hope Barcelona just does not take the league and run away. But it was very nice.
And we have to play Athletic Club yet. And Athletic Club is in a pain in the ass for all the big teams this season.
Absolutely.
Yup. We can testify to that.
Yeah.
We can testify.
They're absolutely pain in the ass. We have played them once before in the Super Copa. They were absolutely pain. It was lovely chatting. It was lovely chatting with you guys, and I hope we get a good result. No VAR intervention and everything. But
we can only hope for it.
I want a draw. I want no penalty, no somehow penalty which was not given. Nothing. Just a normal game where both the teams failed to score. Good night, everyone. Have a nice day.